Happy Sunday, good people. I heard you. Oh, yes, Alpha heard you. You said, who is mother? You be sitting around here, Alpha, talking all about how you don't rock with external sources and gods. Is it only because they label it as a masculine or male energy? But when it comes to mother, oh, you say you hand it to her. And I do. I do hand it to her. But what you need to realize is that when I'm referencing mother, I'm referencing me. I am she. Great divine mother. I am she is me. Does that mean that I am your great divine mother? No, not at all. I am in my energy. And so you say to yourself, well, in your other video, you were talking about how you're handing things to mother. And if mother is you, then how you do that? Because again, I am energy. So yes, I can hand things into the realms because I am not limited to this moment. I am not limited to this vessel. So my energy is constantly moving, expanding. This is not all that I am. So when I choose to have the experience that I am having in this moment and not obsess over certain things, yes, I identify it. I take note of it. It has registered as a little glitch in my code, right? I leave it to the realms. My energy. And my energy is going to do what it's going to do. Because my energy don't play about me. I often tell you all, I am my ancestors. My energy is traveled through several vessels and sometimes encountered the same or similar frequencies. And then you say, that just, girl, you crazy. That just don't make no sense. And so I say to you, especially if you are listening to this concept or continuing to follow this external God concept, right? And you want to identify it with this one thing, this one being. Where does your God exist? Where does he reside? What does he look like? Huh? Right? Tell me. Put it in the comment section. And then your God told you that, and y'all sing it out, it's the God in me. Oh, yeah. So if your God is in you, but your God is just basically an energy or a frequency, then what the hell do that make you? What does it make you? What are you? Who are you? Because see, that God concept is only there to relinquish accountability. In order for change to happen, you got to pray about it and wait. Oh, you're not accountable. You can't do that, huh? But it's crazy for me to say and acknowledge that I am the great divine mother. I am energy. I am frequency, ever expanding, and I am not limited. But you can go and turn around and be able to try and preach that to somebody in reference to something you never seen. When I know I am who I am. You could look outside and you could say, oh, that's God. But the way that I see the sky and the blues of it and the greens of the trees or the reds or the oranges and the greens of the grass and the flowers may not be the way that your visual sees it. I am the energy holder for my realms. That's not a difficult thing to see. But then I realized that, as I always say, everyone is not an energy holder or a shifter. There are avatars here. And so maybe you do need a guard because you don't have even a thought of your own. You don't even have the ability to imagine or hear or dream. You need something or someone to give you an explanation of existence, instead of realizing that you are creating, you are shaping and shifting and molding and causing to become. You are allowing, or you are removing or obliterating. So yes, when I reference the great divine mother, I'm not referencing an external source. I am referencing all that I am. And as I release those encounters into the realms, my energy is catching it. But in this moment, I am going to experience it how I want to experience it. And the feels that I am choosing to have is enjoyment. It is peace. But you best believe that my energy is cycling. And it is remembering, and it is recalling, and it is examining those frequencies. And one thing that it does when it cycles like this and sees this is that whether it be love or some kind of hateful frequency, nothing is coincidence. There is alignment, and certain things will try to come up, and you can identify that frequency. And this is why I say you are being examined, because every time you attempted to show up in my realm, you either showed up in love or you attempted to show up on some fuck shit. And so I'm going to keep slapping your ass. I don't have to dwell in it in this moment. Time doesn't exist in the realms, baby. And you want to call that a witch. This is why they were attempting to burn ones at stakes and do all kind of bullshit, because they just failed to understand. They don't have the knowing. So no, I'm not speaking on no external one God sitting in the sky somewhere. Why don't you get that? You can take that one God just sitting somewhere and they can understand every language, dog, cow, cat, air, all kind of stuff, right? They can understand every single thing, no problem. They can help everybody of every language and tap into every single thing. But you don't see that every single so-called God or deity is just a reference to how energy and frequency move. You're not limited to one vessel. No building can contain it. All those things that you repeat and send off somewhere to some external source that you praying to and waiting to change, which you, my dear, should be changing and taking accountability for. So yes, I am mother. I am the great divine mother of my realm. You need to decipher who you are and your ability of what you have. Maybe you need those external gods and so-called deities. Maybe you do. I ain't shaming you for it. But for those claiming to be of a spiritual mind and all of these abilities that you're claiming to have, you always tend to start shrinking back to that bullshit. And that is where the issue is. Stop faking.